The first and main reason I wanted to have a child or children is selfish, if I'm totally honest. I want to have a family. I questioned it and I thought about it and I thought about what does that impact mean? Is that a terrible thing to do for the environment?
I've dedicated my working life to capturing and telling the stories of people on the front lines of conservation, working to protect our species and our environment.
I think what scares me the most about the environment that George is going to grow up in is the government's failure to act with any sense of urgency and to prioritise the environment. The first few months of George being here, I buried my head in the sand a little bit and I just couldn't face reading the news. Having this little person to protect, it just felt like too much. Having a child it just makes you see the world through different eyes. If he's ever got a bit restless, you just get him togged up and get him outside and he's calm and he's happy.
Right in the middle of that field. He's just stopped, I can see his white bum. Yeah.
Seeing George taking in the trees or clocking a bird and just kind of seeing this look of wonder across his face, it's almost indescribable how happy it makes me just to see him drinking it all in and having this curiosity. But it's just the way that he will just be staring or tracking something with his eyes. He must have been maybe 6 months old, and these seagulls were flying overhead quite high up, so I didn't think he'd be able to see them. Suddenly he just went like, oh, and his eyes, and he was just tracking them, and then he just was making this noise. He was just so excited about them, and that was the first time that I realised he could see them, and from then on he loves seeing birds. And he's down on the ground touching things and pulling things, but you can just tell that he loves being outside, and it just feels like that's his reset and his happy place. For us as parents, it's really important that George has an understanding of humans' impact on the environment, and so it's something that we want to teach him about. But one of the things we want to be really careful about is that eco-anxiety is a real thing, and I know that a lot of children actually have been displaying stress because of it and worrying about the environment. And I don't want him to be stressed and I don't want to worry him, but I do want him to be aware. As I want to raise him to avoid doomism, I want him to be optimistic and I want him to hope, but I also want him to understand just how important the natural world is. I do feel that people do have the power to change things. I've just seen so much through my work. I've seen so many good people who have inspired me and have made me want to be better. I hope that he might be part of the solution rather than part of the problem.